Hey everyone. So Cindy has been telling me that everyone has been asking for the story of how Cindy and I met. So here we go. I had been on OkCupid and other dating sites for like something crazy like 13 years, on and off as I got in and out of relationships, but on the dating sites forever for my entire adult life. And I had just moved to Seattle at the time. And so my thought was, I'm going to find a cool girl with no more than 5 miles away from me. And we're going to start dating and I can then explore the city with her. And so I set my my distance sliders or whatever the setting was in OkCupid to 5 miles, or so I thought, and started swiping. And after a couple of swipes, this really gorgeous girl popped up, and I clicked on her profile and it said 5,430 something miles away. But I said, what the hell? So I swiped on her anyways, and lo and behold, we matched. Of course, that was Cindy. And so I sent her a message immediately because she was one of the most gorgeous women I had ever seen in my life, especially on the dating sites. And I, at this point, hadn't noticed that she was so far away because I thought my settings were correct. I was like, oh, here's this beautiful girl a couple of minutes away from me, and that's perfect. And so she didn't respond, of course. Another day went by. Still no response. Third day goes by, still no response. And I decided to break my only hard rule of dating sites, which is to never, ever message someone outside of the dating site. I don't know if you guys are on it, but they'll see lots of accounts that say, follow my Instagram or whatever. And all of those are just not scams, but they're not there for dating. They just want you to go and follow their Instagrams. They have more followers or, whatever crap they're pulling. But I broke my rule because this girl was so beautiful and she seemed so cool based on her profile. And so I went to her Instagram and I messaged her. Just like, hi, we matched on OkCupid and I'd love to chat or whatever. And I think maybe 30 seconds later, 45 seconds later at tops, my phone rings and she's on the other line. She's just like, hi, let's talk. And so we do. We talk for like 2 hours. At this point, it's like maybe 1 a.m. my time, and I have work the next day. And she asked me a question that I've never been asked before in my life. Do you want to be my boyfriend? And I was like, no, I don't. I've been talking to you for 2 hours. I don't know really anything about you. And I just found out you're on the other side of the world from me. And she paused for a little bit. I'm guessing someone as beautiful as Cindy is not used to being rejected. And so she paused for a little bit and then said the words that I would later come to find are an iconic symbol of hers. Hi, Anya. Which was, if you don't like me, go away. Come again another day. And she hung up the phone. And at this point, I'm split between both confusion, a little bit of irritation, but also a little bit of panic that this 2-hour conversation was like the greatest connection I've ever had with someone in my entire life. But then she ended it with like a silly catchphrase and then hung up on me. And so I'm split between going, well, next girl, and going back to swiping, or breaking my rule again of calling someone back after they hang up on you, which again, if someone ever hangs up on you, don't call them back. Just let them sit there. That's their choice. Anyways, I broke my rule. I called her back immediately and I was like, fine. If you want to be boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever, that's fine. Let's do that. In the back of my mind, I'm like, it doesn't matter. We're long distance. We met literally today. This isn't going to be any sort of meaningful commitment. And I'm sure she was thinking the same way. So I was like, sure, whatever. And so we start talking, and Cindy and I talked for every single day without fail, whether we were mad at each other or in the middle of a fight, every single day for 2.5 years while we were long distance. No fails. And then she got here, and now we're married. So
I asked you to be my boyfriend. Kubol pa kag now.
yeah.
I love you.
And I said no.
Napakagwapo.
Yeah, what? Anyways, that's the story. Hope you guys enjoyed it.